What's up guys, it's Kristen from Anime Collective and it's that time again for my monthly manga haul. So in the month of July, there were a lot of stuff I picked up, including some new series, but I've also found some exciting new finds at places like Half Price Books and more. I even finally got into an out-of-print series I have been looking to get into for quite some time, so stick around for that as well. Now this manga haul is not the usual for me. I actually ended up, I think, coming in around 110 volumes, a little bit over that. And that is a lot, and that is because of Right Stuf's birthday sale. There's a lot I've been meaning to pick up that went on sale, but also because I found some exciting deals that I've been looking for quite some time. So that's the reason as to why that got a little bit out of hand. Also, I wanted to notify you guys that I recently went to my local Barnes & Noble stores, and it looks like they're getting a lot of new stock in volumes like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, as well as Vagabond too. So if you're looking for those series, definitely check out Barnes & Noble, but also Books A Million if you have one by you as well. I also want to let you guys know that there's a lot of content coming to the channel soon and currently in process, including an out-of-print manga guide going over everything I've learned over the years buying out-of-print series, where you can buy those at, as well as how to not get ripped off when buying them. With that all said, here's everything I picked up in the month of July. First up is Volume 1 of The Breaker, which I picked up on Amazon. I want to talk about this one first because it's a new one I'm really excited about. So The Breaker is a manhwa, and this is the first time it's being published with English translation by Ablaze Manga. This one flew under my radar, but after I saw some people talking about how amazing the series is in the Figurama Collectors group on Facebook, I decided to check it out. Then I saw the synopsis, which mentions martial arts and talks about how this one takes a dangerous and often humorous turn, and I knew this was one I wanted to pick up. I initially wanted to check this one out because the story involves the secret underworld of the Martial Arts Society, but the art inside is also really cool. If you guys would be interested in a more in-depth review of this one, let me know in the comments. I also picked up Volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Magical Girl Apocalypse by Kentaro Sato. I found Volume 1 at Barnes & Noble and then picked up Volumes 2 and 3 on Amazon. This is one I've been meaning to buy because it sounds absolutely absurd in the best way possible. I also really enjoy the style of the art and love how over the top the gore in this one is, so I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of the volumes in future hauls. Up next is Die Dark Volume 2, which I purchased on Amazon. I had this one pre-ordered a while back after reading and loving Volume 1. I'll buy anything Kyu Hayashida creates because she's one of my favorite creators, but this one is really good so far. The fourth volume of the Soul Eater Perfect Editions just released last month, so I had that one arrive as well. I love the cover of this one, which features Tsubaki. These are ones I'm continuing to pick up as they release, and I'll have a review of these coming to the channel in the near future. I also picked up the third omnibus of Shaman King, which contains volumes 7 through 9 on Amazon. This is another one I'm staying up to date with since I've been impressed with the omnibuses that have released so far. I also recently decided to start purchasing all of the manga box sets of Fairy Tail because it's cheaper to collect the volumes this way. I got box set 4 on Amazon. I was waiting for it to go on sale and they put it up for around $68, so I decided to finally pick it up. This one contains volumes 34 through 43 of Fairy Tail, and I think I have like 2 more box sets to go and then the series will be complete. And finally from Amazon, I got volume 13 of Platinum End. 1 more volume to go and I will have this series complete. This is one I've kept up with and I'm fully caught up reading. I really enjoy it and I also can't wait to see the anime this fall. In addition to Magical Girl Apocalypse Volume 1, I also picked up the first volume of Fire Punch at Barnes & Noble. This is one I've been in search of, but it's been out of stock for quite some time, but it's finally hitting shelves again. I'm just happy I was finally able to pick this one up because I love Tatsuki Fujimoto's work, and every time I see my brother, he asks me if I've read this one yet, so I can't wait to tell him I did after all this time and talk about it with him. If you enjoyed his other manga, Chainsaw Man, or are interested in dystopian societies, definitely check this one out. People survive by eating flesh in this one, so it's really dark, which you guys know I love, but it's definitely well worth the read. Also, he just recently released a one-shot on the Shonen Jump app, so you can check that out as well. Solo Leveling is another one I'm collecting as it releases because it's my favorite manhwa. Volume 2 released this month, so I picked it up while shopping at Barnes & Noble. Volume 9 of Hell's Paradise just came out this month too, so I picked that one up while shopping at Barnes & Noble as well. This is one of my favorite series that's released in recent years alongside Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. It has an amazing story and premise, exciting fights, and interesting characters that I love, so it's one I've kept up with. Since Goodnight Pun Pun is out of stock at a lot of places and I've heard great things about it, I've started picking up the volumes in store whenever I find them. I only found Volume 3 at Barnes & Noble this month, but I'm picking up the rest on Right Stuf, so I'll have those in a future haul. I also picked up the first volume of Mars Red, which is a new series that came out this month at Barnes & Noble. I've watched some of the anime's episodes and enjoyed them, but need to catch up on that. But since I am enjoying it so far, I decided to pick up the manga as well. This one was adapted from a dramatic stage reading, which makes it unique, and it involves vampires and a special unit in the military called Code Zero, so that interested me as well. So I already own and have read the first 2 Vagabond Visbig volumes, and it's already a favorite of mine, but I was finally able to get volumes 3 through 6, 8, and volumes 10 through 12 at Barnes & Noble and Right Stuf. The art is incredibly detailed with a gritty style, which I love. It has a lot of qualities about it that makes it similar to Berserk, which is my favorite manga by the way, so it's bound to capture my attention. But despite its similarities, including blood-filled pages and MCs who have similar personality traits and motivations, it stands on its own since it's a historical one rather than a dark fantasy. This is one I highly recommend, especially if you're a fan of Berserk, but I've also become a huge fan of Takehiko Inoue since I've enjoyed both Vagabond and Slam Dunk. I'm also currently working to complete Ubelblatt, so I picked up volumes 5, 7, 10, and 11 on Right Stuf and Barnes & Noble. These are getting harder and harder to find, with some volumes no longer available on sites, so I've been picking these up whenever and wherever I can. This month, I also picked up all of the volumes that I could of Real, which is also by Takehiko Inoue, so I'm going all in on his works. He's become a favorite of mine, so I had to get this one as well. Some are still on back order, but I've received volumes 6, 7, 9, and 11 through 14 so far from Right Stuf, and the rest are on the way. I also am working to complete Slam Dunk. I got a lot of the volumes in my last manga haul and started reading this one last month, but I received some that were just recently put back in stock on Right Stuf, including volumes 4, 8, and 21, and more are on the way too. I finally got fully caught up with The Promised Neverland by picking up volumes 15 through 19 on Right Stuf. I've been meaning to get these, and they went on sale during the birthday sale, so I decided to get them. I'm caught up in all of the chapters of Spy Family that have been released on the Shonen Jump app, so I was waiting for them to go on sale, but I still wanted physical volumes because it's a new favorite of mine. They were really cheap thanks to the birthday sale, so I decided to finally order them. Only volume 5 shipped this month, but the rest are on the way. Another one I started picking up last month and I had some volumes of arrive in last month's manga haul is Triage X. I love High School of the Dead, so I decided to pick this one up as well. I have all the volumes I could pick up on Right Stuf on the way, but I only received volumes 1, 3, 8, 9, 11, and 14 this month. In my last haul, I finally picked up volume 11 of the 20th Century Boys Perfect Editions. I had placed the order for the rest of these prior to that one, but they were all on back order. I think it took like a month for them to ship from Right Stuf, and I just got those in. But I received volumes 1 and 3 through 10, but like many others though, I'm still awaiting volume 2 to ship, but when that does, they'll be complete. Also by Naoki Urasawa is Monster, so I picked up volumes 1, 2, and 6 through 8 of the Perfect Editions on Right Stuf when they went on sale. 5 and the rest are still on back order, but I'm currently working to complete all of his works, and this one was a must-have. I love thrillers and stories full of mystery and psychological themes, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Another one of his works is Pluto, and I stumbled upon volume 1 at Half Price Books for $6 this month, so I'm going to start picking up the volumes of this one as well. In last month's haul, I also found volumes 0, 1, and 3 at Half Price Books, so I picked up the rest on Right Stuf. I read the first few volumes and I'm loving it so far, so I see why everyone says this one is criminally underrated. Some volumes are on back order, but I got volumes 2, 4, 7, and 8 this month. Once I get all of those in and read them, I'll do a review on the series for you guys. I recently picked up a lot of volumes of Gangsta and discovered that there is also a side story called Gangsta Curse that has 5 volumes, so I picked up all of those on Right Stuf. I love the art and all of the covers of these volumes and I'm excited to get into this one as well. I also had Goblin Slayer volume 1 on back order and that just arrived from Right Stuf, so I can finally start reading the series. Right Stuf also shipped out all of the volumes of Inuyashiki that I ordered, so I got in volumes 1 through 9. 10 is still on the way, but I wanted to get this one so that I could reread it. I've read this one digitally in the past and have seen the anime, but I'm a huge fan of Hiroya Oku, and I have all of his other series on the shelf too, so I wanted to have the physical copies of Inuyashiki as well. I also got all the volumes of Nyankees that have been released so far because they went on sale during the Right Stuf's birthday sale. Street cats depicted as delinquents, that's all I needed to hear before I decided I wanted to pick this one up. It sounds humorous and it's an interesting premise, so I can't wait to read it. I recently discovered that Eureka 7 had a manga by finding volume 3 on the shelf at Half Price Books, and I found volume 2 for $4 at another Half Price Books this month, so I'm working on completing those whenever I find them at a good price. I also finally got more Gonsen. I finally have almost all of the volumes here with a few more in transit. This month I picked up volumes 10, 17, and 35 on eBay. I needed only a few more, so I decided just to pay the price to finally have all the individual volumes. It's been a long time of searching for deals and being patient, so it's an awesome feeling to finally almost have the entire series. So I only like focusing on one out-of-print expensive series at a time. Sometimes I'll ignore that if I find deals are too good to pass up, but I try my best to keep myself focused. But I'm now working on completing GTO, one I've been wanting and looking for quite some time. I walked into a local used bookstore and found a run of volumes 2 through 6 for really good prices. I think one of them was $20 and the rest for $15, but they were in incredible condition and the spines had very minimal, if any, wear. And then we went to Half Price Books down the road and found volume 1 in good condition as well for under eBay recently sold prices. so I decided to get that one as well. Once I get all of GTO, I'm setting my sights on Initial D, and then I'll focus on those Battle Royale hardcovers, but I'm excited to finally start reading this one after all of these years, and this is my favorite find of the month. I found a good deal on volume 3, the only volume I was missing of Resident Evil Marhawa Desire, so I picked up the rest of the volumes in my last haul, but I'll let you guys know my thoughts on this one when I finish reading the series. And finally, I found Gintama Volume 2 for really cheap at the same store I bought GTO volumes at, so I guess I'm going to start buying Gintama volumes now, even though I think there are like only 23 of them that were released of the series with English translation. I love the anime and Gatoki is one of my favorites, so this was going to happen eventually, but I kind of just pushed it out of my mind for now, especially since I just got into JoJo's and other series, but I saw this one on the shelf and it made me happy when I saw it, so I got it and now I'm going to get the rest of the volumes. And there you guys have it. There's all the manga I picked up in the month of July. Definitely let me know if we had any overlap in the comments below, and if I missed out on anything, definitely drop those in the comments below as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.